Hello. So for this tutorial, I just wanted to take the time for just to show you how to navigate your Drive. So even with your student DOE accounts, right? Like you see here, I'm signed into my, that's my teacher DOE account. And usually this is not really set up for Google. But with this whole situation, I guess they teamed up with Google and we could use those accounts with Google. So let's say you did sign into Google or Gmail, right? Using your student accounts. Um, let's say even if you went through Gmail, right? You would simply log in through Gmail with that account. Hopefully it would work. And right here, you go to your menu and you go to Classroom. All right, you navigate through there. But what I want to show you is go to your Drive here, just like you saw. Click on Drive, and it brings you to your, make sure that it stays in your DOE accounts, because sometimes it could switch to any of your other accounts that you have logged into your computer. So obviously this is more for the laptop side of it. So, you wait for your items to load, and when they do load, you're going to have whatever files or folders you have from your other classes or your other assignments, right? And especially here when you go to the classroom file right here. Hold on, let me just do something real quick. Okay, so hopefully here would show you a little bit easier if you follow my mouse. So right here, it shows you a bunch of different classes, right? Depends on, usually all of you will have 4, maybe 5 classes, especially if you're connected to a social worker. You will have about 5 folders, right? One from each class. And as you can see here, Science 1 and 2 is for my groups 1 and 2, and then Science 3 and 4 are for my other groups. And so what you would do is that you would have your own folder for your own assignments for the class. So you open it up and you will have various assignments, lessons, right? Lessons, April. Now you could sort this. I would suggest sorting it by name. So you click here and click on name so that it's in order. See here, lesson 1, lesson 2, depending on the classes you have. And these folders will have your assignments in them. Now, for me, it's all student assignments, but yours should only have your own that's shared with you. Okay, so let's say if you go to lesson 12, your assignment should be the only one that is there, would be yours. And then you double click and you get right into the assignment and you do your work. You're reading, you let it load. Obviously, your Wi-Fi connection and speed will determine how well this works. And as you can see, even for my setup here, it's a little slow, but it brings you to your article, you do your reading, and then you do your work at the bottom. And, when you do your work here, if you go through your Drive, it won't send it to me. So what I suggest is if you do it that way, that's fine. But once you're done with that, go back to the class, go back to that assignment. Let's say it's it's the assignment here. Okay. So let's say, right, you were working on that one assignment that was labeled Lesson 12 Osmosis. And let's say you complete it in your Drive. Well, the best way that I would get it is if you go back to that lesson, view assignment, and then you'll see the instructions and that. But in this top right corner for students, you will see your assignment with your name there. And you will have an option here in this area, purple, it would say turn in. That's where you would click that turn in button and it will come to me. Now I have a separate video for that if you want to take a look. It's how to submit assignments or turn in assignments. And I just wanted to show this, um, different ways you could use your Google assignments. You just definitely have to make sure you're signed into your NYC accounts. Now, see, I have some students here that I've helped, get into theirs. Um, I could see if it will work for them. See, it brings me to mine. Now, if it prompts you to do this when you're signing into Google, then you just put your username that you have already gone through, or if I provided you with one, you would just use your sign information and it will bring you to the Drive or to Classroom. So that's how you would do it, just as if you were signing into, another account. You would just sign in when that prompts you to use another account. Okay. And at this time, it's really important that you guys step up your online presence. Reading emails and actually reading details. Reading the directions and reading any little piece of information teachers give you. And I know it's a lot and it becomes overwhelming, but these resources are here for you, and to help you really navigate and learn how this all works little by little. I know for me, I post Zoom meetings in the past, and now I'm trying to post Google Meets. I do have here teacher codes, right? And then I have videos on how to join, one using a smartphone, the other using a laptop. More Zoom Meets. Right here, I have a whole section of YouTube videos that show you different various ways. And I also have a student guide here, which I will continuously to update with all of the YouTube videos. And if anything, if you want to click on one, it brings you to the, this is a file that I posted there. But let's say you want to open, you could click, it'll show you maybe here, but you could also click on the YouTube symbol and it'll bring you right into YouTube's page. And then my suggestion for many of you is that it is my, separate YouTube page that I created. If you want to click on there, I do have playlists of how to use Google Classroom. And this is more for students, since some of the videos, the students are on it. I didn't want to make it public, but there are other videos here in my playlist. There's about 13 over here, 11 over here. So I do have various resources ready for you. And it's really on you guys to really step it up and really get involved with all of this, so that you're not lost. And when it does come time to getting back to these exams and ORT and promotions, the more presence you have online, the more likely your teachers will really step up and just promote students and really put in for you guys to get onto ORT or task. So it's very important for you guys to get onto all of your classes, email, and how to use everything. Just look through my videos as best you can. All right, thank you. And if you want to subscribe, click subscribe.